Hey guys, finally made a video. Wanted to give you some information real quick. First of all, there's going to be 3 links, specifically. One that's contact information, so if you have a need, or if you know somebody that does, or somebody that doesn't have a need but they have resources, you can send that information there, so that way you can either help or be helped by the church. There's going to be another link on where you can give online and help support the church because we can't gather, so that's why we're doing this. There'll be a link there where you can give online. And then there's another link that will be to the stream for Sunday services, like that we'll be streaming from, Merritt Island. So I wanted to let you guys know that real quick because things are changing. Things have changed drastically. Like, what is going on, church? What happened? It seemed like 3 weeks ago we were like, yeah, we know about that, but it's okay. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh man, it's not okay. Run. It just happened so quickly.
I know.
But the major changes, it seems like, have happened in the last couple of weeks.
Everything kind of just shut down with,
Well, it's a serious thing. I mean, there's people that are really getting wrecked. And it's sad. It's like you hear about people that, are just in situations. I mean, if they're especially like healthcare workers, and there's a lot of people that need prayer right now.
Yeah. Or even people that are working at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Daycare workers, just people that can't stop working.
Yeah. Anyway. It's affected us. I know I can say that for sure. Like we, definitely limiting going out and
just being around anyone. Yeah.
I mean, you got to do your social distancing. I mean, we got to be kind of like the example, right? I mean, we're going to follow the guidelines and, we know that if this is one way that can combat a sickness that we don't want to spread, then why wouldn't we do that?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it certainly had an effect. What's one way that you think about like that has encouraged you through this?
I think it's been encouraging to see families get back to their core values and spending more time with one another and really just realizing what really matters and just seeing people kind of unite and wanting to stop the spread of this virus, encouraging other people to, stay home and just ideas on how we can get through this. It's been a real encouragement just seeing families get back to what really matters, even though it's stressful, and kind of encouraging just the realization that we really aren't in control of a lot. God is in full control, and just remember that God has allowed this to happen and He is in control, and just don't be discouraged in that aspect. It's scary, especially if you're, I guess, in a high risk. Or if you know somebody, but God is still in control of everything.
Yeah, amen. He's sovereign. He always has been, always will be. Like, what you said is so true. Like it is, I see a stark contrast between the world and, sort of like everyone's just like, I got to get mine. And you got to take care of your family. But then the contrast between that sort of like, hey, I'm the one that has all the needs here, to what I see in the church, the info at michurch.org, I'm seeing some of these emails that are coming in where people are saying it's more people that are trying to help than people that have needs. And it's like, man, you can't tell me that God's not good, that the church is not strong. And I think this is going to be a great thing for the church after all of it. I mean, one of the things that I have struggled with a little bit is kind of that balance of like, man, I don't want to say like it's not a big deal, because it is, and certainly it would be if it was like one of us or one of our kids were sick, then it would be a much more immediate deal. But I just think like I don't want to blow over it and act like it's not, and I also don't want to make people like more nervous than they need to be unnecessarily. Like, you said it. God is in control. And I was reminded of that. Actually, I was encouraged by Mike Casera, did a sermon last week, and he went right after the corona. He was like, yep, corona's going on, because, I was trying to kind of avoid talking about it. He went right after it. But one of the verses he used in that sermon was this one from Psalm 112. It was verse 7. And he's talking about the people that in this psalm, right? So Psalm 111 is about God, and then about how we should obey His commands, and then Psalm 112 is kind of what you can expect if you do that thing, right? And so Psalm 112 in verse 6, it says, surely the righteous will never be shaken. They will be remembered forever. And then verse 7, they will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord. And I was like, yeah, all right. You ever have those moments where you look and you're like, All right, Lord. I'm sorry. I did. I got a little sidetracked. I was getting nervous. I was getting worried, but man.
It is really easy to get caught up in the media and reading articles and kind of forgetting just
what really matters.
Yeah, what really matters
Yeah.
and who is in control and who we should be putting our trust in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I hope that you guys are well. I hope that you guys are encouraged a little bit. I hope that you find that encouragement in the Lord, that you go back to His Word and look for the encouragement there, and and take care of each other. Right? There's ways that we can do it. It's not. I didn't want to say it's not as easy as it was. It's just not the same way. It perhaps is easier now sometimes, or in some ways. Anyway, help each other out. We still got to bear with one another. We still got to love one another, and we still got to, do the thing that God has put us here to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that I get to see you all soon, and thank you.